Have you ever wondered if you're cleansing your skin properly and thoroughly, and if you're using the products correct for your skin type and in the correct order? So I'm Eleonora, an aesthetic practitioner, been in the industry for 14 years, and today I will show you in 6 steps what is the most important thing to concentrate on every morning, what products you apply on your skin, and basically how to do it. So I will demo everything for you. So let's start now with product number 1, and this is going to be our cleanser. So when we wake up in the morning, of course our skin will be clean, but then if, for example, our skin produces more oil, and anyway maybe we have been turning our head on the pillow, maybe some of the cream has already transferred to the pillow, so we have nothing on the skin, maybe some of the people's skin may feel a bit dry, and I do recommend everyone to wash the face in the morning, which is really important because, you know, we want to remove any additional oil from the skin or any bacteria. Once we have removed that oil, we can, you know, then really apply our serums and creams, and we know that the skin will benefit most from them when, of course, they have been applied on a clean skin. This is a cleanser from Dr. Shamek, and this is not sponsored video. I just want to purely show you what I'm using every day. At the moment I'm using this cleanser and I absolutely love it. It's like a foaming cleanser, a refreshing cleansing foam. It comes in like the consistency is like a foam, and you have to just use tiny bit and it just spreads. So this is basically the one. I absolutely love it. So I use tiny bit from this cleanser. I will just show you. So look, amount I'm using, just a tiny bit. And then, of course, before you wash your face, of course you have to make sure that you have clean hands. So you have to wash your hands first and don't touch your face ever with dirty hands. I always advise my clients not to touch the skin with dirty hands. So always make sure, first of all, you shouldn't touch your face like all the time, because, you know, why should you? But a lot of people do it and actually they don't even think about when they do it. So basically I just use tiny bit of that cleanser and I just put it on my hands. I use a little bit of water. Just foam it like that. You can see. And then I will just place it on my skin. Kind of wet my skin. And with circle movements, like you need to feel that the cleanser is very slippery, so you shouldn't press too much, and that's it. Basically, you don't have to press too much because you don't need to remove any dirt. So just really thoroughly circle movements everywhere. I of course apply on my neck too, but I will not do it on my neck now because it's a bit dripping water everywhere. So this is how you have to do it. I use it around my eyes a bit too. When I know some people will say that that's not maybe good and it's really drying, but in fact my cleanser is absolutely fine and it's really gentle to remove from my eyes as well. Okay, so once that's done, I need to wash my skin just thoroughly, rinse it. It's kind of thoroughly removing the water, basically drying the skin. Once we've done that, I like to tone my skin, so my second product is the toner, but this is really like a micellar water, but this is really optional, an optional product, because some people don't need to use it. I usually like to tone my skin. Sometimes the water has a lot of chlorine and I really don't like that feeling on my skin, so I like to tone my skin. And also I don't use very dry toners, but sometimes I can use toners which have like salicylic acid inside to remove additional oil from my skin. Kind of, they're a bit drying, but then sometimes I need, because my skin is quite oily, basically. So I have now removed so I'm now just gently wiping, and I actually like to do a little bit under my eyes very gently, and then also on top of my eyes too, because I mean my skin needs there too. Okay, so closing. It's time for my third product, which is the serum. So once my skin is dry, no water, we need to of course apply the antioxidant serum, one of my favorite. So you can see at the moment I'm using this. It's ferulic. It has vitamin C and vitamin E, very powerful antioxidants, so you need to use antioxidant serum in the morning. It's very important because they protect you from the free radicals that are attacking constantly your skin, and when they attack your skin, of course, you age much faster. So we must protect our skin from those free radicals, which are everywhere, especially in very dirty cities. If somewhere in a mountain and there is no one around you and there are no cars, air is really clean, you won't have this problem. Vitamin C and vitamin E together are even much more powerful than just, antioxidants. They are much better for the skin to be used together. Okay, this is the product, and I'll show you now how much I put on my skin. Usually I will put it directly on my skin. Yeah, but now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's enough. I will spread it all over my skin. I like to put around my eyes too, because my skin there needs it too, but very little, just a touch. Sometimes some people maybe feel a bit strong, or maybe it can irritate the skin, but to be honest, I never really found it irritating on around my eyes. In fact, I'm absolutely fine to apply there, so why not then? So if, for example, your eye cream has that, that's okay. But in general, some eye creams don't have it, so great. So we finished with the serum. Let me close it. And then now what we have to do is, it's time to apply our cream or moisturizer, face cream. And then I'm using that one, which is same company. I love it. I love their product, Mesoestetic. And then I'll be using the Meo Trax, which is very good daily depigmentation gel cream. It's a pigment control cream, and I like to use it because I had some melasma during my pregnancy, and that melasma usually is difficult to treat, but obviously it's gone now, but I do control it. It's under control. I'm going to be using that cream now, and I'm just going to use a tiny bit of that cream, like kind of even less than 1 pump, all around my face, just so my skin doesn't look super So my fourth product is the eye cream. So at the moment I'm using this. I'm just showing you, it's a tiny one. You can use any eye cream. It depends what you really want to achieve. At the moment my one has like boost, collagen boost ingredients like 3 peptides. Peptides we know that are growth factor, stimulating growth factor, and is really good for the skin, kind of like helping the collagen stimulation. Basically, I'm using that one, and I at the moment love that product, and I will be using a tiny bit of this cream, just tiny, like, let me see, like that, maybe a little bit more like this for both eyes. So I'll be using good. Once we have applied the eye cream, so now I'll be using SPF or sunscreen. I do recommend you to use physical. At the moment my one has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which are physical ingredients, sunscreen physical ingredients, and I just wanted to say something that the physical ones, of course we know that they are good for the skin and they really bounce the UV rays back, rather than the chemical ones. They keep it on the skin and can create also a lot of heat and cause some irritation. So I do recommend you to look for physical SPF. They sometimes can appear a little bit whitish, but there are some other ingredients where you can look for, and I will talk about them in SPFs in another video. SPFs are very, very important. You must use SPFs, especially over antioxidant serums. If you just apply antioxidant serums and do not apply your SPF, you may end up with some pigmentation, because actually antioxidant serums on the skin make skin photosensitive. So they're really sensitive. Skin is really sensitive to light, and light can cause hypopigmentation, dark patches on the skin, so that's really important. Makes my skin a bit whitish because it has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, which are physical SPFs. I always recommend you to use physical sunscreen. And I'm just going to use a tiny, like that. I apply SPF around my eyes. Because it's really important to make sure you protect your eye area. It's not only once I've applied the SPF, of course, I can just put some lip balm. From here onwards, you can use your makeup, you can apply your makeup. If your foundation is a sunscreen too, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to use additional SPF. You can just use your foundation as an SPF and foundation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the morning skin routine, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. If you have any questions about products you're using and you're not sure if they're for your correct skin type, and by the way, I have a video going through the skin types, and I'll put the link in the description below. But if you have any more questions regarding that video or any products you're using, you're not sure, maybe you have irritation or something from them, you can always ask in the comment section below. I'll be so happy to help every one of you. Thank you again.